Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host James Egan, and today on Animals Week we'll be looking at dogs! Now, if you watch my adorable animal facts video, you know I have a puppy called Slinky. So you're going to assume I'm just going to bring him out again for this video. But no, I don't have to, because this is Lottie. I think I might change her name to Wiggly Pants, because excessive wiggly! Excessive wiggly! Like, are you okay? Literally does not stop moving. Just okay, you might have epilepsy here. Let's get started. Dogs aren't mentally capable of feeling guilt. If you screamed at a dog for doing something wrong, it will feel sad, scared, or angry, but never guilty. The Chow is the only dog that does not have a pink tongue. Dogs live for about 10 to 13 years. The world's oldest dog lived to 29 years. The most common name for dogs in English-speaking countries are Max and Molly. At the beginning of Paul McCartney's song, A Day in the Life, there's an ultrasonic whistle which can only be heard by dogs. A dog's sense of smell is 10,000 times stronger than a human's. 3 dogs survived the Titanic. A dog and a coyote can mate to give birth to a coy dog. Abraham Lincoln had a pet dog called Fido. He was assassinated. How is he a threat? Dogs can understand up to 150 words. It is illegal to spay dogs in Norway. The idea that 1 dog year is the equivalent to 7 human years isn't accurate. Different breeds of dog age at different rates. This applies to most animals. US troops in Vietnam employed 5,000 dogs. Dogs can see images on a HD television. Most dogs couldn't see anything on previous types of television except a fuzzy blur. 5% of dogs suffer tooth decay. By comparison, 90% of human children suffer from tooth decay. Newborn dogs are born blind and deaf. Although they can hear after a few days, they can't see for 2 weeks. A dog's DNA is 99.95% the same as a grey wolf. Dogs usually beg for human food. You would assume a dog does this because it's hungry. In reality, dogs do this to show that they will eat the same food as you to connect and bond with you. In fact, scientists have done tests where they set out 2 plates of human food and had a person eat from one of them. After the dog saw the human eat from the plate, it would eat from the same one, even if the other plate had more food in it. So a dog does not eat your food because it's hungry, it's because it loves you. You can eat my food, Slinky and Lottie, whenever you want. They're not even there. Dogs are pack animals like wolves. If a large group of dogs remained together for an extended period of time without human interaction, they would become feral and violent. Dogs get jealous if their owner shows affection to other dogs. Oh, I know that since we got Lottie. Slinky is like,
damn you, I will not be ignored! Get back in here! Get back in here and love me!
dogs don't lick you because they love you. They lick you as a sign of submission since it perceives you as the alpha. If a dog pulls on a leash, that's not a sign of happiness or eagerness, it's a sign of confusion. Most people speed up their walk when a dog does this, but that's not an effective way to train it. The dog has to understand how leashes work, so the dog owner should maintain his or her pace. Also, a dog owner should never yank the leash as it could damage the dog's trachea. Laika was the first dog in space. People assume a dog wags its tail when it's happy. This is true, but only when the tail is low, curved, and wagging slowly. If the tail is high and arched, it's aggressive. If the tail wags to the left, it's anxious. If the tail wags to the right, it's curious. When a dog bares its teeth, most owners think it looks like a smile. However, dogs only bare their teeth to warn their prey that they will be bitten if they come any closer. A dog sometimes yawns if it sees its owner yawn, even if it's not tired. Dogs can get laryngitis if they bark too often. The Great Dane Zeus is the largest dog in the world. He's 1'4" when he's sitting, and he's 7'4" when he stands on his hind legs. Corgis are excellent herding dogs. Dachshund means badger dog in German. Now I know. It's probably the only random fact I can tell my wife and she'll be actually interested. My wife's not interested in any of my facts, except about dogs. Dogs usually yawn because they're stressed. Although dogs can't see as many colors as humans, they have sharper eyesight. Dogs are mentioned 14 times in the Bible. You should never gaze into a dog's eyes because it will feel threatened. If it gives you the side eye with its whites visible, it might be preparing to bite you. As I've said in my cat video, dogs don't like being hugged because they feel trapped. Cats and horses run away from danger. When a dog feels threatened, it runs to its owner. In 1941, a man from Helsinki was detained after his dog allegedly did the Nazi salute. Do they think he understands Mein Kampf and the propaganda and indoctrination of Hitler? Like, what do they think happened with this dog? My dog doesn't even understand sit, or stop going to the toilet beside the plants. The Nazis try to teach dogs how to read. Nazis. Never stop being idiots. Adolf Hitler created laws against animal cruelty. Near the end of his life, he killed his own dog, Checkers. Hitler? Hypocrite? Completely out of character? What? That's 3 Nazi facts in a row, by the way. I hope kids aren't watching this. They probably are. My niece is going to watch this going, who's Hitler? What's a Nazi? And now you know. I educated you. Chocolate can kill dogs. A dog's shoulder blades are unattached to the rest of the skeleton. This gives it greater flexibility for running. If a puppy is born via cesarean, the mother might reject it. Professional dog tasters, who are human, have to taste all dog brands before allowing them to be sold in pet stores. The phrase raining cats and dogs originate in the 17th century in England. During heavy rainstorms, some animals would drown and float down the streets, giving the impression that it was literally raining cats and dogs. There are 400 million dogs in the world. Kublai Khan owned 5,000 dogs, which is more than anyone in history. It is illegal to own a dog in Iran. French poodles originate in Germany. Alexander the Great founded and named the city of Peritus in memory of his dog. William Shakespeare invented the word watchdog. Dogs can instinctively make their paws warmer, allowing them to walk through freezing areas. If a dog goes missing in the US, there's a 93% chance he or she will return safely. Greyhounds are the fastest dogs in the world. They can run 45 miles per hour. A pair of dogs and their puppies could produce 4,372 puppies in 7 years. The most popular dog in the US is the Labrador Retriever. Dogs aren't very good at seeing things unless they are moving. If you stood perfectly still in front of a dog from 300 yards away, it wouldn't be able to see you. However, it can easily spot you from a mile away if you wave your arms. A dog can tell if a human has lung cancer by smelling their breath. A dog can easily smell a dead body even if it's underwater. Weirdly, the smartest dog is the poodle. The least intelligent dog is the Afghan hound. 30% of Dalmatians are deaf in one or both ears. Dogs are excellent at smelling gas, even if it's 40 feet below ground. The US has more dogs than any other country. France has the second highest number of dogs. Dogs learn commands better if a person uses hand gestures while they speak. Okay, that's what I've been doing wrong. Dogs evolved from a weasel-like animal called the miacus 40 million years ago. Miacus?
Earth to Brent, I was making a joke.
Earth to Mikas, duh, okay. I knew that.
When a dog died in ancient Egypt, owners would express their sorrow by rubbing mud in their hair. The bloodhound is the only animal in the world whose evidence is admissible in court. When you rub a dog's ears, you can release an endorphin that relaxes their impulses and gives off a sensation that is very similar to marijuana. And finally, the word cat used to mean dog. It comes from the Latin word catlus, which means puppy. By the way, that picture at the beginning, that's not a photograph. That's a drawing. Someone did that with a pencil. Most people don't believe me when I tell them that. The artist is called Edward Dowell. He's on Facebook. He doesn't just do animals, he does humans and all sorts of designs. Check him out, he's an incredible artist. Special thanks to these fine people for all their help. Be sure to subscribe to Facts About Everything. Follow me on Twitter for updates on upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook page to let me know what subjects you want me to talk about in the future. Thanks for watching, see you again.